And so with our research, we really wanted to try to challenge what we think about when we think about risk and decision-making in that kind of environment. And now, for nearly 15 years, we've been researching at Cardiff University, where I've got a fellowship and a professorship now, and we've been looking at ways that we can make decision-making better. And what we discovered is by no means a surprise, in as much as when we make decisions in those kind of circumstances, it's incredibly stressful. And stress impacts our decision-making. It actually shuts down part of your brain. The front part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, is really dense in receptors that stress hormones bind to. So when you go and try to make a decision when you're feeling stressed, but you feel like you can't think and you can't process things, you can't remember anything, that's because the bit of your brain that's so important for thinking is basically offline. And we found that about 80% of the time, when we're making decisions under pressure, we're responding with our gut. We're making a gut decision. We're not balancing all the different options and choosing the optimal one. And our research has now changed the way that we deal with incidents in the UK. We train our firefighters to make decisions differently. And those techniques that we use are just as applicable in all walks of life. We use them just as effectively in a boardroom as we might do on the incident ground. But look, doing anything different like that, innovating, comes with its own degree of risk, because what happens if you fail, right? Well, I used to look at people in my industry, in the fire service, and even the ones who were the most sensitive were still so full of machismo that it was the kind of environment where you felt like you could never make a mistake, you could never fail, you could never express a vulnerability. And that's a problem when you're making decisions. That's a huge problem because you never push yourself to try anything hard. You never push yourself to innovate.